American 11 with you, passing through 190, 230.
American 11 Boston, center roger, climb maintain level 280. American 11, turn 20 degrees right.
20 right, American 11.
American 11, climb maintain level 350. American 11, climb maintain level 350. American 11 Boston. American 11, the American on the frequency. How do you hear me?
This is Adam.
This is Boston. I turned American 20 left and I was going to climb him. He will not respond to me now.
Looks like he's turning right.
Yeah, I turned him 20 right.
Oh, okay.
And he's only going to, I think, 29.
Athens is Rockdale. A couple things. Point out north and west of Rockdale is Amsterdam 986.
Coming out of prison.
Hey, also, are you trying to get through the company on the American or anything?
We're trying everything here.
Is he really got no transponder screwed up or what?
It appears that way.
No kidding. All right.
Beautiful morning here in the Northeast. Let's check the rest of your weather, show you what's going on for today. And you'll see that we've got clear skies throughout much of the country, some showers in the northern plains, some wet weather down in Florida where they'll be picking up as much as 7 inches of rain in parts of central and southern Florida. Partly cloudy skies in the Pacific Northwest. The heat continues in the desert Southwest, 106 in Phoenix. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening.
That's fine.
We lost again.
Anyway, that's all coming up. 8:01. Let's get to the top news stories of the morning. For that, we turn to Ann Curley.
Because now we have a camera. Katie Mattinell, thank you so much this morning. Good morning, everybody, again. For the second time in 2 weeks, the U.S. has lost an unmanned spy plane over Iraq. Iraq claims it shot down the remote-controlled Predator aircraft near Basra in the southern no-fly zone. U.S. military officials, however, say they lost contact with the plane, but they cannot confirm that it was shot down. Jury selection is set to begin this morning in the hearing to determine whether Andre Yates is fit to stand.
Okay, my name is Betty Ong. I'm number 3 on flight 11.
Okay.
And the cockpit is not answering their phone. And there's somebody stabbed in business class, and we can't breathe in business class. Somebody's got mace or something.
At this point,
This is operations. What flight number are we talking about?
Flight 12.
Flight 12. Okay, no, we're on flight 11 right now. This is flight 11.
It's flight 11. I'm sorry, Nitty.
Boston to Los Angeles. Our number 1 has been stabbed, and our 5 has been stabbed. Can anybody get up to the cockpit? Can anybody get up to the cockpit? We can't even get into the cockpit. We don't know who's up there.
American Airlines emergency line, please state your emergency.
Hey, this is Nitty at American Airlines calling. I am monitoring a call in which Flight 11, the flight attendant is advising our reps that the pilot, everyone's been stabbed.
Flight 11?
Yep. They can't get into the cockpit is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Okay, the aircraft is erratic again. Very erratic. She did say that all the first class passengers have been moved back to coach. So first class, the cabin is empty. What's going on your end, Craig?
We contacted air traffic control. They are going to handle this as a confirmed hijacking. So they're moving all the traffic out of this aircraft's way.
Okay.
He turned his transponder off, so we don't have a definitive altitude for him. We're just going by, they seem to think that they have him on the primary radar, they seem to think that he is descending.
Is that American 11 trying to call?
Buddy, we have some planes. Just stay quiet and you'll be okay. We're returning to the airport.
And who's trying to call me here?
Nobody move. Everything will be okay. If you try to make any move, you'll endanger yourself and the airplane. Just stay quiet.
Yeah, we got him on primary.
838?
Yeah.
Have you guys heard anything from American?
No.
Okay, we think there might be somebody in the cockpit right now taking it over.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just
Tell us
broadcast over here. Yeah, we're already doing it.
Okay, head on.
Roger, weapons, Sergeant Powell.
Hi, Boston Center, Team U. We have a problem here. We have a hijacked aircraft headed towards New York, and we need you guys to someone could scramble some F-16s or something up there, help us out.
Is this real world or exercise?
No, this is not an exercise manifest.
So, if we can find it, we'll intercept it. You said something hit the World Trade Center or somebody reports? No, keep on going with it.
Talking with ID, and we had a phone call that came down to us saying that they had a possible hijack of the World.
Okay.
And I just flipped around and we always have and 737 hit the World Trade Center. And I was just curious at the same time if that was the aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is William Cooper, and Alan Weiner has asked me to take the microphone on this probably worst day in the history of the entire world. For what we're witnessing now today is most probably the herald of at least the redefinition of freedom, and most probably its death.
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a plane crash.
There was a reaction on the part of
Come to us, come to us. Come to us. Come to us. Hey, Beth, what is that? Somebody hit the World Trade Center or the...
It's a trade
yes,
center.
The World Trade Center.
Center.
There's a fire on the upper floors.
It was just an explosion.
Crashed? Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the south tower of the World Trade Center. I just saw flames inside. You can see the smoke coming out of the tower. We have no idea what it was. It was a tremendous boom just a few moments ago. You can hear around me emergency vehicles heading towards the scene. Now, this could have been an aircraft, or it could have been something internal. It appears to be something coming from the outside due to the nature of the opening on about the 100th floor of the south tower of the World Trade Center.
Oh my God. That looked like a direct attack. What? We have a number of floors on fire. It looked like the plane was aiming towards the building. Transmit a third alarm. We'll have the staging area at Vesey and West Street.
We are just currently getting a look at the World Trade Center. We have something that has happened here. Flame and an awful lot of smoke from one of the towers. Whatever has occurred has just occurred within minutes, and we are trying to determine exactly what that is.
You are. You see it for me right in there? You know, go right in front.
Yeah, hi. I'm on the 106th floor of the World Trade Center. We just heard an explosion.
The 106th floor?
Yes.
106, okay.
We have smoke, and it's pretty bad. We can't get down the stairs.
All right.
We have about 100 people up here.
Do not leave, okay? There's a fire or an explosion or something in the building. All right, I want you to stay where you are.
Yes.
All right, we're there. We're coming up to get you.
See the smoke coming up from outside the windows down?
All right, we're on the way. Just sit tight. All right, just sit tight. We're on the way.
All right, please hurry.
There are fire crews just screaming into this area from every conceivable direction.
The World Trade Center, tower number 1 is on fire. The whole outside of the building was just a huge explosion. Engine 1 on Manhattan. Engine 1 out. World Trade Center, 1060. Send every available ambulance, everything you got to World Trade Center now.
This
is a special report from News Channel 4.
Good morning, everybody. I am Jane Hansen in the News Channel 4 studio this morning to bring you some news. We are looking at a picture now of the World Trade Center, and we have an eyewitness on the telephone who tells us that he has seen an airplane crash into the World Trade Center. His name is Tony Arrigo. He is on East 12th Street. Tony, can you please tell us what you witnessed?
Yes, I can tell you what happened. I was taking the garbage out of the building when we heard this roaring engines coming. We looked up and there was a plane. Next thing you know, we heard boom. We ran up to the corner and hit right into the World Trade Center.
Tony, can you tell us what kind of an airplane is it?
It had to be a 737 had to hit the World Trade Center. It was a big, big plane.
Okay, and what do you see at this point?
Oh, smoke and screaming and, screaming engines and all the fire engines and police departments are all traveling down that way. Oh, my God almighty, the black smoke all over the place. I hope nobody, there's got to be somebody killed in it and poor people that went to work.
Well, Tony, we don't have any
number
confirmation.
1 or 2, but obviously a lot of black smoke. We don't know what size plane that was, whether it was a Cessna, a Piper, or even larger. Here's a close-up view as one of our Metro cams zooms in on the actual scene. You can see that plane has definitely affected multiple floors, at least 1, 2, possibly 3 floors, and further. Apparently there's smoke on the right side of the building as well as on the back side. Now, we're, again, trying to get in contact with Marcella Palmer. We're sending numerous crews to this story. This is a major, major story that is happening live right
You're
now.
looking at it for the first time, as are we, so bear with us as we try to piece together exactly what's happened. Again, these are reports that we're getting now that a plane is, in fact, what had crashed into the World Trade Center. We, from what we see, can't really imagine it being much else, but these are, again, only reports as you look live at the scene.
Michael, our producer, just telling me that we understand it's possibly a 737 jet that has crashed into tower number 1 of the World Trade Center building. Possibly a 737 jet that just crashed into tower number 1 of the World Trade Center.
I saw it, it came right across here, and it was very loud, and that's why when I turned, and it just tipped just a little bit and just went right in.
And it wasn't on fire or anything?
It did not eject. Parts of it, I think, went out the other side.
It's like a 727, like normal sized jet?
It was like a medium-sized passenger
like twin
jet.
engine kind of deal?
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't really identify any markings or anything. It happened so quickly.
Yeah.
I saw it all.
Were you in the building?
I was in the 50th floor of the Millennium Hilton, and I was getting ready to call my wife. I heard the whine of a jet. An American Airlines jet hit the tower. I know about planes. It was either a 737 or a 757. I don't know if they fly the Airbus, but the engine configuration looked like it was a 737.
Hi, it's Melinda. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody give me information? What's the plan? We are up. We understand police have banned helicopters from getting too close. We will have to stay back and cannot get correctly over the scene. We will do our best. Holy shit. That is unbelievable.
Hey, Kingston on 93 line. Go ahead. United 175 just came on my frequency, and he said that they heard a suspicious transmission when they were leaving Boston. Oh, yeah? Of everybody stay in their seat. That's what they heard as a suspicious transmission. Now, that U.S. Air 583 thought the American he spotted him was at 29. 9? Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. I got some handoffs for you. We got some incidents going over here. The Delta 2433 going to be okay at 33. I decline for traffic of a United 175 that just took off out of a thing. We might have a hijack over here, 2 of them.
10 Center 583.
Hey, Joe, you see 3321 code just southwest of Newark by about 15, 18, 20 miles. 15,000 descending.
Looking, hold on, southwest Newark by about 15, 20.
Okay, we're tracking him, made a hard left turn. He's descending pretty rapidly, especially what just happened in there.
I got somebody who keeps cussing, but it looks like he's going into one of the small airports down there.
No, this guy's a big boy. This guy's a big boy. There he is right there.
Nixon, hold on just a moment. We got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
There's another one. Oh my goodness, there's another one.
Seems to be on purpose.
Oh my goodness, now it's obvious, I think, that there's a second plane just crashed into the World Trade Center. I think we have a terrorist act of proportions that we cannot begin to imagine at this juncture.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
This building has been the subject of terrorist attacks in the past, and I certainly wouldn't want to speculate at this time, but that is a separate explosion.
Yes, it is.
In the other building. Now, we have tried to get a hold of the Port Authority, which manages the building. We haven't been able to get an answer. We did call MTA, and the MTA says a subway service as of right now.
What word? Kit. Yes, kit. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready. Seal. What word? Seal. Yes, steel. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Plane. Yes, plane. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kit. Yes, kit. Get ready. Steel. Yes, steel. Get ready. Plane. Yes, plane. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from under your seat. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 153. Count of 3, everyone should be on page 153. If the yellow paper is going to bother you, drop it. Thank you. Everybody touch the title of your story. Fingers under the title. Get ready to read the title the fast way. We're waiting for one member. Okay. Thank you. Fingers under the title of the story. Get ready.
I can also tell you that the mayor's office is having an emergency meeting. You can expect that they will be convening at the emergency command tower, which is at 7 World Trade Center, right across from the scene. That's supposed to be bomb-proof and shatterproof, and they have a headquarters there on the 7th floor. They will probably be monitoring this crisis.
The other side, and then huge flames, huge flames.
Dave, I'm going to have to interrupt you, I'm afraid, but the dimensions of this catastrophe are growing. We are told now that this is not quite confirmed yet, but we are told fairly reliably that a plane has crashed into the Pentagon in Washington.
This is about 15 minutes ago, bodies started dropping from the top floors of the tower closest to the highway, about at least 5 or 6, and it was absolutely terrible. Obviously, they had two choices: to be burned in flames or to leap and end it all.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the two towers. Debris continues to fall and to rain on the people below. There are people hanging from the windows 90 stories up, and a number of bodies have actually hit the pavement.
We understand the plane may have been heading towards LaGuardia or originating. Yeah, we're not.
Details are beginning to trickle into our newsroom now, and Marcia Kramer, joining us with some further information. Marcia, what do you know?
In our newsroom.
Well, Michael, as you know, things are really chaotic at the present time. There are several things that we do know. Obviously, you've already shown pictures of 2 planes that hit the World Trade Center 18 minutes apart. Witnesses are telling us that they heard and they felt the reverberation of the crash as much as 200 yards away from the crash site. NYU Beekman Downtown Hospital, which is the nearest hospital to the scene, has been put on alert. A spokesman there told us right now it is total chaos. There are waiting casualties, and security people are all over the scene. Also, there's speculation about what caused the flight, the crash. There is some speculation that it could have been a problem with the air traffic control system. Others speculate that it could be some kind of terrorist attack. It's too confusing, and people just don't know what's happening right now. Also, the stock exchange is being evacuated, and most of the buildings in lower Manhattan are also being evacuated. Now, there's no immediate word on the injuries or fatalities in this twin disaster. Again, it happened just before 9 a.m., and then again 18 minutes later. The towers, you should remember, were struck by bombers in February of 1993. The plane was coming in low and it looked like a hit at a slight angle, said one witness, a CNN vice president. This is according to the CNN network. Now, witnesses also say that large holes are visible in the side of the 110-story building landmark towers. The tops of the Twin Towers were obscured by the smoke. Thousands of pieces of what appeared to be office paper came drifting over Brooklyn about 3 miles from Tower 1, this according to another witness. The center bombing on February 26, 1993, killed 6 people and injured more than 1,000 others. In 1945, an Army Air Corps B-25, a twin-engine bomber, crashed into the 79th floor of the Empire State Building in dense fog. We're also told that witnesses report that there were 2 explosions that were about 18 minutes apart. I can also tell you that the mayor's office is having an emergency meeting. You can expect that they will be convening at the emergency command tower.
Where were you working and what did you hear anything?
I work on the floor of the New York Mercantile Exchange for ABN AMRO. I was coming out of the tunnel by the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, and after the first plane had hit, I was walking up West Street, and I heard a roar, and I looked around thinking that it had to be a helicopter, and I looked up and I saw the second plane hit. It had to be a commercial-sized airliner.
What went through your mind?
That it couldn't be real. Just that it couldn't be real.
As you look up there, I mean...
I'm seeing bodies falling out of the building. I feel for the families. I just feel bad for the families.
This is one of the first triage centers set up just a block from the World Trade Center. It's less than an hour after the plane hit the building, and these people are being tended to here.
Come like chasing me, you know, and it's burned all my shirt. And I falling down and I run like hell.
I think a bomb went off in the lobby first, then a plane hit the building. Then another plane hit the other building. But when I was coming through the doors on the other side of the Trade Center, either they blew the lobby up or something, because it blew the glass out of the doors and knocked us all down, and I got smoke and everything on me. I just feel a little shook up because I got blasted, you know, so I'm just trying to, you know, I want a drink of water. They don't have any water though, so.
Gotta go out. Grab your guy and get him out. I don't care. I don't care. Get out.
What's your badge number?
Get out. Don't worry about it. Go turn around. 44.
Who is that guy?
Get that guy. There's an emergency going. I understand. He's Office of Emergency Management. Does he have a hat? All right? Tell your guy to go back where he's supposed to be at, or I'm going to throw him.
Look, they're right. Look at that.
Down.
dozen people have already done it. One of them is going to be right. Now, I know one group does it alone.
Police and firefighters are afraid the top half of the World Trade Center could actually collapse, trapping and killing a lot of the people in the financial district below us. They're pushing everyone out of the financial district at this point.
Let's go! For your safety, please, this is an emergency. We're going to be heading north and in no other direction. We're going to be going straight down.
Port Authority, police, and the military. And I need that done now. Other than NY plane, strategy to get as many people across the building, let it burn up. We ain't letting up. We got a lot of people with us, so we got to get these people out. That's the priority.
We just point out, and this was also the case in the original World Trade Center explosion, many people see those Twin Towers as an example across the world, around the world, as an example of American capitalism, as an example of American might and power. They are a very strong and very vulnerable symbol to the rest of the world and to the United States, and that could be why they were targeted this time.
Great point.
And you have to look how meticulously this appears to have taken place as well.
It really does. When the World Trade, and this is one of those things, and we're looking again at the second explosion right there on tape on the south side. During the World Trade Center trial, it came out that the buildings were originally designed to withstand the full impact of a 727 aircraft. They were designed to continue to stand if a 727 crashed into it, because the 727 was the largest plane in the air at that time. So this was well planned out. These were large aircrafts. It was not a mistake. And just think of how expensive this operation was. Very few terrorist organizations could afford that.
Immediately, not to
talk to as many people as you can. Call us back when you can. Let's return to Washington visually at the moment. Just take a look at that picture. That smoke behind the Executive Office building, which is right next to the White House, we now believe is from a fire in the courtyard of the Pentagon, or at least where an aircraft appears to have crashed in the general vicinity of the Pentagon. And now the Pentagon is southwest from the White House, across the Potomac River, and what we think we may be seeing there, emphasis on think, is smoke in the distance rather than immediately behind the Pentagon. Precautions being taken everywhere. The U.S. Capitol is now being evacuated as a precautionary measure. The U.S. Treasury, according to at least one eyewitness, is being evacuated as a precautionary measure. And there was an explosion outside the Pentagon. And that's an issue of eyewitnesses from both inside and from outside, but we're not quite sure what we're looking at. And we are looking now at Air Force One. We've just been told by ABC's Ann Compton that there's been a serious investigation now, or serious check of Air Force One before the president, who's been in Florida, gets on it and flies back to Washington. All of this, of course, adds to the tension, adds to the fear, but all of it makes absolute common sense. And there is no aircraft in the world, to the best of my knowledge, which is given as intense security as Air Force One, which is what any aircraft the president flies on is designated, of course, wherever it is in the world. And today it's been at Sarasota in Florida. I want to get somebody to fix some monitors here for me, please.
Here we are about 2 blocks away from... Okay, 2 blocks away from where the whole thing happened, and this entire area has been cordoned off, and people that have been working in nearby buildings have been told to evacuate. That's what this mass exodus is to my left-hand side. To my right, we have 2 witnesses, and as we speak with you two, we're going to pan up and show a shot of what we see from this vantage point. First, Marna Ringel. And Marna, you work across the street. Tell me exactly what you saw on the street, and as you looked up, what you saw, because you said you saw the second one. Am I correct?
No, I didn't see the second one. I actually was coming out of the building, and there was maybe about 30 or 40 people at the bottom of One World Financial covered in blood. I did not expect that at all, and I work for Lehman in One right here, and a gentleman that I work with was on the telephone. He said, "What was that?" I said, he thought it was thunder. I looked over, screamed, "It's a bomb," because I saw a piece of the building flow down, and I think I scared my entire floor because I can scream pretty loud, and it was pretty bad.
Now, you mentioned that you saw people on the road outside of the building. Explain that scene.
I saw there's maybe about 30 or 40 people covered with bandages and blood. It looks like a lot of them were either on the floor of one of the exchanges. There's actually, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Explosion has just occurred. Everyone is running from the entire financial district now. The smoke is filling the entire area. Let's go. Come on, go, go. Stop shooting.
We hope that that Kristen was not in a position where she would have been injured by that, but the tower is literally crumbling into the streets of Manhattan there. And
blocks.
I don't know.
It just blew out. Look at it.
Don't know how much debris is falling or where that debris has fallen, and we'll attempt to reestablish our contact with Kristen, but that tower's not there anymore. That dramatic scene, and this is going to clearly mean that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people injured as that building has fallen. New York One's Sharon Diesenhaus is with me as well now as we watch this dramatic videotape.
This is just extraordinary. We have just seen, that was one World Trade Center?
Yeah, this one I don't even know which.
One of the World Trade Center towers.
That was two World Trade Centers. That was the second. The second impact was, but it has vanished from in front of us.
Are we landing? Anthony, the whole second tower collapsed. The whole building is gone. The whole building. Daniela, did you hear me? The entire second building collapsed. It is gone. My husband works right there.
We're hearing late reports that there might be fighters, U.S. fighters in the air, patrolling the area, of course, the bridges and the tunnels. That's a confirmation. There's one right above me. Bridges and tunnels have been shut down. The only way to leave the city at this point is on foot, and everyone from the World Trade Center area has been moving through here. I can only hope that people got out of that area. I'm pointing up to show the fighters right now. I can only hope that people got out of the area on the sidewalks below the South Tower before it came tumbling down. But it literally exploded and came down as though it had been hit. Plumes of smoke moving out into the harbor. Can we see how many fighters there are up there? One fighter. One fighter. As far as we know, there is nothing left of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. There were reports elevators weren't working. Obviously no way to get out of the building aside from the stairway. You can see the smoke all over this area, and to give you some idea where I am, I'm approximately, what, 20, 30 blocks from where this latest explosion just happened. The West Side Highway southbound has been filled with emergency vehicles. It's shut off except for NYPD vehicles and fire trucks. Again, the South Tower of the World Trade Center just coming down right in front of us. We watched it happen just moments ago and actually got video of it, so we'll be showing you that. Reporting live on the West Side Highway in Manhattan, Michelle Charlesworth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So the real concern right now for New York City emergency rescue squads is to get people on the ground away from that scene as soon as possible. If you live in the area, if you live in Battery Park City or any of the other housing developments in that area, you should leave the area. You should evacuate the area and get away from the scene. Right now, what police have to determine is whether that explosion was caused from the initial impact of the plane or whether it was something that was exploded on the ground. Generally speaking, for a building to collapse in on itself like that, it would seem to indicate, obviously this is just early speculation, but it would seem to indicate that there could have been an explosion, a bomb planted on the ground that would make the building collapse within itself. But nevertheless, a collapse...
Again, in Washington, we told that no, that's not the Pentagon. No,
we just heard that there was another explosion in the basement or one of the lower levels of the World Trade Center.
This was clearly the way the structure is collapsing. This was the result of something that was planned. This is not.
We have no idea what caused this. If you wish to bring anybody who's ever watched a building being demolished on purpose knows that if you're going to do this, you have to get at the under infrastructure of a building and bring it down.
Peter?
Yes, Dan.
What appeared to happen.
Boy, that was close. It collapsed. The top floors collapsed down. I saw it blow and then ran like hell. Thank God. I'm 69, but I can still run. There's got to be firemen trapped back there, though.
Which way to go?
Just stay put. Stay put.
Where are we?
Chopper
You're in front of St. Paul Circle on Fulton and Broadway.
Which way to go?
Stay right where you are.
Stay where you are, man.
Stay where you are.
Chopper 5 on 3.
Stay where you are.
Chopper 5. Oh my God. You can get through to the truck. Into the station. Adriana! Everyone.
Back here somewhere. Where we going? Hey, Ricky, call Kenny too, because he's cold. Marty, I'm Megan. Marty, I'm Megan.
I'm rolling.
All right. We don't know what's happened inside. What we know we have to do is just keep running the other way. The firemen are going this way, so are the police officers. We don't know what's happening. What are you thinking? Nothing.
Everybody on. Let's go.
Quick. I got no right. All right, Chief.
Get your ass hurt.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I'm watching it.
We're on air. We can't speak to anybody. Stay with ourselves. That's it. Okay. So I want to go first, please.
New York 1, NBC. Come here.
Is that it?
You got a mic?
Okay. All right.
Right on Church.
I'm ready, man. Everyone in the city should remain calm. The very best thing to do right now would be to remain home. If you're outside of southern Manhattan, you should remain where you are. You shouldn't panic. You shouldn't worry. We're doing the best that we can to evacuate southern Manhattan below Canal Street. If you are in southern Manhattan below Canal Street, you should walk north and get out of southern Manhattan.
And the police and the fire need all of the room and all of the space.
Gun locker. If they need to move that car,
Lift up in the air. So people should remain calm. They should remain where they are, except if they are in southern Manhattan. If you're below Canal Street, you should walk out of southern Manhattan and walk north, as these people are doing right here.
All right, that's the collapses since then. We're going to bring more of those to you now. Barry Jennings, you're on the 8th floor. You work for the City Housing Department. Explain to me the moment of impact.
Well, me and Mr. Hesh, the corporation counsel, were on the 23rd floor. I told him we got to get out of here. We started walking down the stairs. We made it to the 8th floor. Big explosion. Blew us back into the 8th floor. And I turned to Hesh. I said, this is it. We're dead. We're not going to make it out of here. I took a fire extinguisher and I bust the window out. That's when this gentleman here heard my cries for help. This gentleman right here, and he kept saying, stand by, somebody's coming to get you. They couldn't get to us for an hour because they couldn't find us.
You thought that was it?
I thought we're dead. I thought that was it. I started praying to Allah. I said, that's it. We're gone. It's over.
What was it like for you? You were inside there as well.
So getting on and off the island isn't going to happen right now.
Hey, Jim, right now we have a terrorism expert on the telephone, Harvey Kushner. Harvey, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Harvey, this obviously has all the earmarks of terrorism.
Yes, unfortunately it does. And, you know, I've been in this business almost 40 years. And quite frankly, I couldn't have written a scenario like this. If I would have come forward with something like a possibility like this, they would have laughed. I mean, this has all of the worst case scenarios put together into one. This is monumental. This will be something that, you get Gary Condit in the news, you have O.J. This is something that we're going to be looking at for the next couple of years, unfortunately, and not just from a media perspective, but from the people who witnessed this. I mean, when you think of the psychological trauma this is going to cause to New Yorkers and to Americans, it's monumental. It's off the map.
As you see the scope of this and the methodical way in which it appears to have been planned and happened, and again, we don't know what truly occurred, but there's talk of aircraft being hijacked, of second explosions, of et cetera, et cetera. What, if there are signals you can read in that as an expert on all of this, what can you tell us about that?
Well, it shows that, in the last couple of years, and I just got off of the embassy bombing trial I was involved in that, and I've seen a picture painted of Osama bin Laden, not to say that he's involved in this necessarily, but of his network and his ability to try to do damage to the United States. And over the last couple of years, a lot of terrorism experts worldwide have been talking about the day of the freelancer, for those who are not familiar with the term, individuals who do things by themselves. Obviously, this type of event which occurred today is something that costs a lot of money, a lot of planning, such as what happened in the embassy bombing trial, and to blow up 2 embassies. And obviously, they had the will and the desire, many people, be able to pull something like this off. I mean, think about hijacking a plane, the difficulties involved in that, but yet to have it flown into a building is just monumental in terms of timing, in terms of the ability of the number of people on that plane. I mean, if I had to surmise, I would think it wasn't just one individual. There had to be groups of individuals to be able to control something like that, and pull something like this off. And if the reports are true that we're having a coordinated attack at other American targets, such as the Pentagon or the White House or other buildings, this indicates that we're facing a new era. We're back to the old state sponsorship, large groups being involved in having the wherewithal and intelligence and the ability to pull something like this off. I mean, this is very, very serious. I've been involved throughout the years in these various different exercises that we played, where we would talk about an event such as this, such as a biological attack or some other type of thing occurring. But this type of scenario never really was painted, because the type of planning to go into something like this was just thought to be not as possible as the launching of a chemical or a biological, even a small nuclear weapon. I mean, this is just something that, brings goosebumps to me. And I've seen everything. I've been through everything. And this one tops it all in terms of the temerity, in terms of the planning, in terms of what the aftermath is going to be, the shock to the American psyche, to the American public. I mean, think about this. We try to calm people down by telling them, you know, the chances of you being involved in a terrorist act is very, very small. What do we tell people now when they walk around New York City and look up and see the trade towers on fire? We see other buildings exploding. We see people crying in the streets. I mean, this is a horrific event, and it's a very, very sad day in American history. You know, if I might just interject this, I was involved in a civil litigation against the Port Authority in New York and New Jersey because I was representing with a team of attorneys who represented two clients who were at the B2 level. And the trade towers was warned many years in advance that there's a possibility of having a bomb placed in the bottom of the building. And my report showed that the construction of that building was in such beyond the code that even such a powerful bomb couldn't do the damage. But now looking at these pictures as we speak, I'm choked up looking at it, thinking that this type of risk assessment wasn't there and we didn't have. But how do you guard against something like this? This means that you have to put a perimeter around New York in terms of flight pattern, in terms of having jets ready to shoot down planes looking that they're going into buildings. I mean, this opens up a new level. This is ratcheted up a new level in the annals of terrorism and what we face here as a country and as a civilization worldwide. I mean, people were looking what was going on in the Middle East and not understanding the nature of the fear that people were going through on both sides. And now this to be visited here in the United States, in the capital of the world, the crossroads of the world.
Go! Go! To your right, to your right. Where the fuck is the tower? Hey, what's your location, Ray? Read through this. Yeah. Put that around the... Come along with us. The town gives you how much we'll get. Help you come along as soon as we're able to keep that seat back. Try not to get anymore. M20 and M6. M20. Guys, it's not worth it, guys. Come on. It's not worth it, guys. We don't know what we're breathing in. No. No. You were in part of that other blast. Just tell me, what did you see? What did it look like?
It just looked like a lot of smoke on the upper floors. That's all.
Collapsed. It looked like the entire building collapsed down on top of itself and spreading debris all over. I mean, it's a horrific scene. I just wish we knew who we were at war with.
What do you think of it?
I think it's terrible. You don't know whether it's an enemy from within or it's an enemy without.
It's horrible. There's no words for it.
There are no words, are there?
No.
This is time when Americans come together. Joseph Fichera.
Spell the last name, Joe.
F-I-C-H-E-R-A.
Terrific. And?
Paul Sutherland.
Paul Sutherland, S-O-U?
S-U-T-H-E-R-L-A-N-D.
E-R-L-A-N-D. Thank you. You rolling? Yeah. You were in the lobby of the main tower?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me, when the first explosion, what time was it roughly?
I really don't remember.
At 8:45. Tell me what it was like.
I just heard a big blast. That was it. And oh wait a second. And I started to. I heard that noise once before, and I took off. The lobby was flooded with water, putting out the fires. And then I went back to see how my friends were. And the blast just happened now, and I got caught across the street. A couple of guys helped me get into the building across the street. That's about it. That's all I know. Oh, God, it's amazing.
What are you thinking?
I really can't even think. I'm just like, I'm just out of breath. I just hope my friends are okay.
You had friends inside there?
Yeah, they were on the 88th floor. One World Trade Center. So, I can't talk. I really can't talk.
I understand. What's your first and last name?
Joseph Napolitano.
Joseph Napolitano?
Yeah.
All right. Joe, you gotta sit down.
No, I was since. Portable crew. I'm not with a truck. I'm by myself. Portable. I have Keith Lane and Jack Kelly here with me too. I'm a couple of blocks up on the West Side Highway. We're like wait a block away. Yeah.
This terrorist war that has been declared on America today in New York City and Washington, D.C., and psychologically across the country has had such an enormous effect already. It has all but immobilized the largest nation in the world politically. There's been a severe realignment of where people can go and do their jobs in the nation's capital. Dennis Hastert, the House Speaker, was whisked out of his office. The President of the United States, we believe right now, is at the Strategic Air Command headquarters outside of Omaha. We don't know where Vice President Cheney is, except we're told that he's in a secure location. Don Rumsfeld is back at his desk in a more secure location. Secretary of State Colin Powell is on his way back from Peru. Then you have the economic consequences. The largest financial market in the world was shut down today. People were in peril in that immediate vicinity. Businesses across America are doing no business, my guess is. Certainly in the largest cities, so many of them have been shut down. All flights have been grounded at this point, and all baseball games have been suspended. The Seattle Space Needle was shut down. Walt Disney World was evacuated. In California, Knott's Berry Farm was evacuated, and a lot of other theme parks. All national monuments have been evacuated today as well. This country is on hold in shock and horror, and probably the beginning of a great deal of anger and frustration as well. We're told that all planes now that were in the air have landed safely. The domestic flights, there are still some international flights that are yet to come here. We'll have to deal with our shock and grief in the days to come, and there will be a realignment of this country in so many ways, the forms of which we cannot say now, because we're going to have to work this out together, individually, and certainly from our political and our economic institutions. But certainly there will be a change in security and a loss of innocence, especially for young people who have never been through anything quite like this. The most devastating attack since Pearl Harbor, some people saying worse than Pearl Harbor.
Firefighters have just told us that the North Tower is leaning and that everyone must leave the area.
The other one's going to go. The other tower is going to go? Okay, this is like our story. Why are they pulling us out of here?
Because the tower's leaning.
The North Tower
is leaning.
Oh my God, there it goes!
As soon as you run!
Turn your back, man!
Go, Brad! Go! Go! Turn your back! Go! Oh, shit! Go!
Hello.
Take them!
Are we rolling?
Let's get out of here! Get in, you idiot!
I hope I live. It's coming down on me. Here it comes. I'm getting behind a car.
Oh my God.
Come on, let's go to the other room.
Yeah.
Is
Is this dangerous?
I think it's just smoke.
There's no danger of other buildings. Is the air conditioner turned off in the room? And the windows closed in the bedroom?
People near the area are in an absolute crazy situation. The entire top of the building just collapsed.
The entire building just collapsed.
Building just collapsed.
We're going to leave because the smoke is coming right at us.
Obviously, this is a devastating development in our history. They're gone. The World Trade Center is no more.
We do not know at this point the extent of injuries or casualties, how many people were in these buildings trying to get out. We've seen some.
It's coming!
Keep going!
Go! Get inside! It's gonna jump right over this building! It's gonna jump over the building! Here it comes! It's gonna jump right over this building! Get in here!
Come on!
Get in here, Marty!
Estamos en el sótano de un edificio, no sabemos en cuál.
Yeah. Get us out of here! Come on, guys, back way out. Get out. Let's see what opens up here. Get out.
Bye.
You repeating?
Open the door!
Anybody have any entry tools? You got any help on the way? Here comes the dust. Come on, what the fuck? Every floor's left. Shut that door. Somebody better close the door. We're gonna let the dust in here. It's gonna be too tough. We need a sledge or something, guys. What are we gonna do? Keys to these fucking doors. Everybody get in here. Shut that door. Open the door for us. No, we got more people out here. We're not going to get anywhere with all this dust. I'm trying to. Come on, Toby, come on, let's go. Come on, the dust is coming, get in here. Everybody in one room, now. I was in this before, I know what it's like. When the first people left, the dust followed us like a fire bomb. Get out of here. Go.
I just buried him sick. I'm sorry I came down. I just had to help you, but I should have known a second moment ago. Oh God. It is black as night and I'm outside in broad daylight. I just came and got down behind the car. You know, I can see a tiny bit. This is incredible. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find people who need help. I don't think I'm one of them. You okay, sir? Okay. Can I just get a toot off your respirator? Can I get a toot? I'm seeing a couple of clean breaths. That's good. Okay. Back to you. There's all these noises. I don't know what it is. They say someone needs help.
Yeah, Mike! Mike! Come over here! Are you okay? Yeah!
Anybody need a doctor?
Mike!
Don't have oxygen. Hello, Doc. Hey, that guy needs some oxygen. If someone can share it with him. 10-4. Thanks.
Division 6. Division 6, acting Division 1 on the west. We're heading down towards 1 and 2 World Trade Center now, okay? Manhattan, Division 6 acting, K, urgent. Division 6 acting, go. All right, you'll respond down to the World Trade Centers. You're to maintain radio communication and advise Manhattan Dispatch what exactly is going on, Kay. We are unable to make any kind of communication. What the fuck is around here? 325, to the right, Kenny. Back here somewhere. Where we going? Hey, Ricky, call Kenny too, because he's cold. Command post? Where is the command post? Well, it was right by the World Trade Center, like a block away. The thing before it blew up.
We can't help you. We can't breathe. I know. You need to get in that car. We can't help you.
I learned my lesson. Me too. You know what I'm saying? When you're holding yourself back. You know what? You got that.
Hit redial. Go ahead, take it.
It's redial.
You got it,
No, she didn't know. Did you press redial?
Yeah, no, I haven't yet.
Press redial. Press redial.
You're on.
I got one.
No answer.
I'll make it. Right, cut off the cell. I'll make it.
Busy.
3-1 Alpha to 3-1 Battalion.
Don't worry about it.
6, send, dial. No signal.
Well, cell phones is out.
Sorry, man. Sorry about blood on your phone.
Don't worry about it.
Anybody else got a phone?
What's the number you're calling? I'll try.
631 226
I don't want to worry.
9595. What channel is that, pal? Is it live? 631-226-9595. Tell my sister I'm okay.
What happened? We was in an explosion. We was in the lobby and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
What was it like? What was it like?
Horrible.
It's like hell. You don't want to know.
The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was
So
the...
it was planned probably?
Yeah, definitely a secondary explosion. Because we was inside waiting to go upstairs. And on the way upstairs, the whole fucking plane blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
Similar to the first tower coming down, secondary?
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one it was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that one.
Third explosion after that?
That's right. Everybody was inside the building waiting to go upstairs. And they just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
So what you told me is that there was the plane or whatever hit the building, then the secondary explosion.
It was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. Then they exploded. The whole lobby collapsed on the lobby inside.
And it's just mayhem after that?
Just man, everybody tried to make their way out.
Just trying to help all the brothers get out.
A lot of people trapped inside. And
I was sitting in the Brooklyn Navy Yard across from Brooklyn. We watched the first explosion. As we were watching the buildings, I saw a black, very large airplane fly right into the second building. It came out of the south, right in front of our eyes. Just, it was so surreal, like a movie set. Second and third explosions also, right?
Both towers are gone. Oh God. I mean, they're gone. They're just gone. I mean, that's just... Oh my God. I mean, thousands and thousands of people are dead. Thousands.
Hold on for the shot. Okay. Okay, man.
You're late.